Hi everybody, I am going to be doing some chicken pot pie today. It's going to be my shortcut chicken pot pie. I am going to, well, I already chopped up one russet potato, and I'm going to try to get some char on it, some brown on it to give it more flavor, you know, not char, but some golden color. After that gets done, I'm going to add this onion. But before, not the whole onion, like half maybe. Before I do all of that, where is it? Over here. I'm gonna cook up this boneless chicken, skin it and cook it up, and then I'm going to put it aside to cool, and I'll add it to the vegetables all chopped up when it cools. I forgot to welcome you. Welcome back everyone. My name is Kendra and I welcome all of you. New, old, almost friends. So this russet potato is as brown as I need it to be, but I need it to get soft a little bit because it was a fresh potato. So I'm going to turn it off and put a lid on it for just a little while before it gets cool. Okay, so I did everything that I had said I was going to do. Oh, I didn't add any paprika, but I did put in the salt, the pepper, some onion powder, and butter and olive oil. Real butter and olive oil. So what else was there? Oh, if you don't know, if you want to quickly brown up some potatoes, like for breakfast or something from fresh, and you can do this with canned just as well, but you need to drain the canned a little bit, you know, don't just dump them in water and all. I put enough, like just in the middle of the palm of my hand, and then I sprinkled it across the whole potato, cubed, or diced actually. And the browning is pretty instant. It comes right up. The baking soda changes the pH of the liquid coming off the potato, I guess. This is the way I understand it anyway. So I first learned it from someone on YouTube or Facebook, and then they also did it on this series and Lessons in Chemistry. That's on, I think, oh gosh, I can't remember which of the pay-per-view channels it's on, but not per-view, but subscription channels. And when they explained it there, I thought, oh, that looks like something I need to try, and so I did. All right, that was maybe 6 minutes, and they're soft, just like soft. Oh, I didn't even show you. I was looking at it myself, but not showing you. They're fork tender. So I'm going to put them in this here bowl. I'm going to put the chicken into this pan. I hope you all can hear me okay. I've got the dishwasher going, the washer and dryer going. The laundry room is right off the kitchen to my left, and the dishwasher's to my right. So I've got an onion here, well, part of an onion, just a yellow raw onion. I'm going to put some of that in there, olive oil. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this in it when it gets to frying real well. And I will add it to the potatoes because that's how I intended it to happen. But I forgot. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm a little bit foggy. The onions are just about done. They're not caramelized. I don't want them caramelized because I wanted them to still have a little bite to them. So I'll add this into the potato bowl over there and get busy doing the chicken finally. I didn't use a lot of the chicken. It wasn't worthy. It had been in the freezer a long time. So I got some popping action going here. Put the chicken in. 2 hands, I guess. That chicken is just starting to brown up. I'm going to turn it up a little bit higher, just under medium, and let it brown off a little bit more. Went out to the freezer. I have probably 12 cans of sweet jar. Golly, I'm telling you, I'm not doing it right today because I didn't sleep. I really didn't. I have 10 or 12 bags of sweet peas. No sweet pea carrots. So I've been through 2 freezers and not found any. I didn't go down to the shop to the big one, but you know. So anyway, I'm going to mince up a carrot and soften it up, and then it can go in with these peas. There we go. They have enough brown on them for me, and they're done through because I cut them so small. I'm going to get busy on that carrot now. I turn the heat off here, and it can just set for a few minutes until it cools down. The chicken is out, and I had been planning on using just the gravy mix to make the inside of the pot pie. It's the Great Value kind. But then I was out in the pantry, not in the pantry, in the garage looking through the freezer, and I passed by the pantry in the garage and I saw this, use it or lose it. So it's not, you know, old or anything, but we want to use that up. So I put some cream of celery. That's what the large amount is. A big dollop of Better Than Boullion. Did I get that on the, I sure did, on the bottom of the jar. And what else did I put? What is that other thing? Is that it? No, I did put a little bit of gravy in it. Just a sprinkle of dry gravy mix, not the whole thing. Most of it's still in there. Just for some flavor, you know. And it's not going to do anything but set here until I get ready with this carrot. The chicken, the potatoes, and the onions are all layered in here, and I'll dump them together in a pan in a little bit and mix them up. I just did this much. That's maybe a quarter cup. I took several raw leftover carrots, minced them, put them in the microwave with about a cup of water, and just gave them 1 minute and 39 seconds. I also added some garlic over here. Where did I put it? Right there. Garlic. I'll just get all of this combined. You know, the soup and the garlic and the gravy pack seasoning and the, what was the last thing I used? Better Than Boullion chicken flavor. So this is just going to be kind of the base, and I'm adding water to it as I go. So I'll add as much as it takes. Look at my stove from frying chicken. It doesn't always look like that. As it warms up, it'll become more cohesive. All right, I added the potato, I added the peas and the carrots to the flavor mix. And now I'm going to add the other things. I'm not going to cook the peas through. They're already cooked. I like that pop of the frozen peas, you know, in your mouth when they're still fresh tasting. Now everything else is in there, and I'll just mix it together, turn it off, and let it set for a few minutes. You can't put the hot ingredients into the pie crust, you know, probably know that. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to finish stirring this up and get over to the pie crust. I'm going to cover the top crust with a little bit of egg white, and I used, this is my coffee thing that I use, you know, usually it just, oh, it mixes my cream or whatever in my coffee. It looks like this, but mine came with different heads, so this is for egg, because that other one doesn't work for eggs, but I know because I tried with my old one. So this just does it. Isn't that awesome? I just run it under cold water, take it off, put it back. All right, I'm about ready to fill. It's no longer hot to the touch, so it'll be okay if it's warm. And my oven, you know what? I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. My oven's only at 170. I want 350. Bottom crust in. And I'm so sorry about this. My bottom crust is in. This is just about cooled, and the oven's almost ready to go. Just a little bit longer, so by the time I'm done with this, that will be done. I'll put this filling in now to the bottom crust, and it's just the Pillsbury. Unroll them and do them, easy peasy. Good way to do a fast comfort meal. I was so afraid that wouldn't fit, but like I said, this is my biggest deep dish pie. And it just beeped 350. So I'm going to put the top crust on and do some things to that. And I'm not a crust designer. Everybody's Pillsbury crust looks better than mine, so don't expect a lot out of me. We got it on there in one piece. That's half the battle. Now I got to figure out how to tuck it and crimp it and make it look ladylike. All right, she's crimped, such as she is. So I'm going to make some bird feet here. It's what my mama always called them. 3. Oops. I'm not wearing my glasses, you guys. I think I got 3. I mean, I'm wearing them, but they're on the top of my head where they do nobody any good. All right, there it is. Now I'm going to take my frothed egg white, and I'm going to, you know what, I'll just put a little bit on top and spread it from that way. There, oh, don't go inside. It went to the lowest point, and it did what it would do if it was liquid, right? All right. I'm trying. I'm going to put this camera down, I think, because I might ruin it if I, well, not ruin it, but make it worse. I'll be right back. All right, she's done. I got along the edges and all, and I probably closed my bird feet holes. But anyway, I put mine on a cookie sheet so that when I get it out, if it's, sometimes they tip, you know. I don't want to just carry it like this and have it tip toward the oven and then have to clean that mess up toward me, have to go to the burn unit, you know. So I'm going to be careful. Use pot holders and know that it is hot. I'm going to put this last thing on here. I got this at a yard sale. I'm sorry, it was a fundraiser for a church. I always say yard sale. It was a church fundraiser down the road. And I love it. Love it, love it. Don't know how I kept house for 40 years without one. More than that. Okay, and it goes 350 degrees, and all I'm really doing is cooking it through and not cooking it, warming it through and browning up my crust so you don't get any. Oh, I should also add, I typically will throw in some of that Wondra flour in the pan while I'm, you know, cooking all of the, when it's all together. But in this case, I used that gravy packet and I used cream of celery soup, and both of those things have flour in them. So this is gonna come together nicely. Starting out with 30 minutes, and there she is. I don't know if I told. Well, it's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna take off that guard so I can brown the parts underneath too. Oh, it's never stuck. It didn't stick really, just a little bit. There we go. I'll put that up here. Remember, it's screaming hot, so don't put it on anything that'll melt. I'm gonna give it maybe 10 more minutes, maybe 5, we'll see. And there she is. Isn't she lovely? Let me see if I can get another light on. That might help. You know, winter is so dark, and it's already, well, 4:30 or something like that. What time is it? 4:38. So at about 5 o'clock, 5:15ish, maybe 5:15, because it's still doing its I'll burn ya dance. I'm going to just serve this as is with no accompaniments because it has the grain, the vegetables, the meat, has everything. And that's how I did it today. If you watch my channel long enough, you'll find that when I do things that I do from scratch like this, I very seldom do them the same way twice. I often just use up what I have in my pantry or my freezer that I'm trying to get rid of. And that chicken definitely needed to be used. So, that's it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. There's a bell icon up in the right-hand corner. I'd love you to mash that bell because then I can get to know you even better. Chat, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, whatever you feel led to do. Take care. Yum, 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 yum. Here we go. I'm going to try to slice it. It's not cool. I might be rushing it. It's pretty hot on the bottom, but it's been out of the oven now for about 20 minutes. So let's give it a go. This is really flaky crust. It looks good and nice and crispy, flaky and crispy. Let me see if I can get it out whole. Maybe not. Oh, I think it's going to be a bad one. Oh. You know what? It's the thought that counts, ladies. There we go. The next part, it'll be cooler. I really should have waited. It smells so good. And there you have it. Pot pie.